Hi, Andrew Zenisek, Spiritual Formation, and I've completed my Genogram chart, which I have posted here on the wall. And going over it, I have myself over here, and I have one sister over here. My parents, William, and his brothers are over here, and my mother and her brothers are over here. And we weren't very close to these people. Primarily, they were agnostics. The same thing goes for the grandparents. On my dad's side, I never met them, and they died before I was born. They, as far as I know, did not believe in God. And on my mom's side, they were agnostics, did not believe in God, and kind of had a lot of mixed up views from what I can gather. So that is my genogram chart. So I can tell you that I grew up in the Chicagoland area. I'm now in Sioux Falls. I've been in Sioux Falls for a number of decades. I have one sister, so she's from Billings, in Billings right now. My parents are deceased, and putting this chart together was very emotionally difficult. It brought up memories. It felt like I was breaking old embedded rules about not revisiting the past. My mom was the oldest, and my dad was the youngest, so there was some frictions there in expectations, I think, in the marriage. So there was challenges between my parents also. Like I said, both of them came from abusive families themselves. No one really talked about anything. So this was very challenging to step back into all of that. Mom did find salvation in the Baptist church, and she saved my dad. He was saved. Mom isolated my sister and I from a lot of the problems of the other family members. So I never really had relationships with them. From what I can put together, those people were weighted down by the problems of the world, and they managed along their own ways without Christ, just handling things all on their own. They turned to alcoholism. Looking at the broader picture, I recognize a pattern of struggles and seeing the image of God in them. I often see echoes of these family members in the people that I counsel. I'm a Christian counselor. And a lot of these false beliefs I see over and over, and a jaded view of the church, religion, the Bible, its messages, pastors, and the list goes on. My mom was a profound spiritual influence in my life. As a small child, she sent me to Bible View Baptist Christian School, where I came to know God and grasp the meaning of salvation through Bible studies. Only now do I realize that those early days were a gift from her to me, laying a foundation in Jesus that has remained with me throughout my life. She taught me to have curiosity for truth and hunger for knowledge. Now that she's gone, I feel that it's my responsibility to step back, reflect, focus, and carry that legacy forward. I also see how my parents took the spiritual information forward from their agnostic parents, and they built on the foundation of the past. And now it's my turn to move that progress forward farther. I feel called to make sense of the confusion that hindered those that came before me, and to apply the wisdom I've learned to help others today, offering healing and paying most attention to the image of God that past generations had struggled to understand. It is the passing of my parents that has led me on this journey of spiritual formation through Bethel University. My formation journey has taught me that history repeats itself, and I'm not satisfied with being like my past relatives. I feel a deep calling to live with greater reverence for God and to seek resolution for the spiritual struggles they faced, the family members faced, in not truly knowing Him. My image of God compels me to serve Him out of heartfelt love, guiding others in my current counseling duties towards simple truths that can unlock their hearts. When ministering to the families with today's problems, I pay attention to their unique situations, to connect with them, to provide guidance, explore choices, and build trust. I remind them to have, above all, to have faith in God, no matter how bad things get, to keep the faith in God. My greatest challenge now is moving forward without a strong support system behind me. And I think that's something where I can improve and work on. So after preparing my genogram, I see clarity for the next steps in my future. I feel called to deeper connections within the church community. And I'm going to take some action. I'm going to do some volunteering in the church grief care program. Through this personal journey of discovery, I see a clear calling for me to pursue a position as a role as a Christian counselor permanently, or to become a chaplain as my long-term goals. So through Bethel, I am now on that path, and praise Jesus. Amen.